like I'm looking forward to going to Seoul next month. I'm going to see a city that's very
that's right.
worldly.
You're getting the trip of a lifetime there, mate. Yeah, that'll be
exactly right.
Amazing.
Exactly, but I'll also be very happy to leave it. I'll probably be happier to leave than to see it, right?
Maybe that'll be maybe they've perfected the art of the city, and you'll go, oh, this is what the city could be like.
Well, you're right. I might find a lot of the technological advancements and the architecture and the way things flow and the politeness of Korea. I might find all that stuff very appealing.
You might enter into the Gangnam Style. That might be your thing.
Oh. I hope not. I'm hoping to find.
I love that song.
I'm hoping I find a little Korean jazz club called Chick Korea or something. Yeah,
yeah. You find what you like in a completely alien place. That seems to be the way to travel.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get. Unfortunately, there's not going to be too much sightseeing, and most of it's going to be work.
Yeah,
and I'm going to spend 2 days in Seoul, and then I'm going to spend a week, in some place called Pyeongtaek, which is a 2-hour train ride away.
Oh, right.
And then and there I'm going to be apparently in this building for like 6 days without even leaving it, where I'm going to be. It's basically like a university where you're in a lab learning and teaching for like 8 hours a day.
Wow.
And then you go to a cafeteria to eat, and it's just full of all these people who are at different levels of education for LG, whether you're a trainer or you're learning to fix things, and so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to expect, and I'm told that there's a lot of partying that goes on here after hours, so there'd be a lot of music and whatnot, and people sitting around drinking, which is not my scene, so I'm bringing my iPad and my little 32 key controller with me, so I plan on holding up in my room and making music after work.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to look forward to just integrating with the culture. Like my dad suggested, and I thought about it, but he sent me a link to a website that is all about being like polite in Korea and not offending anybody, right? And to being about the like shaking hands properly, bowing properly, eye contact, all that kind of stuff, and not and I want to make sure I don't come over there and act like a what do they call it? Like we're talking about Americans and the perception. What do they call that when the ugly American? I don't want to be the ugly American,
right?
And I don't know if you've ever heard that phrase before, the ugly American.
That phrase, no, but I know what you're describing. Yes, the you stick out like a sore.
If you Google, if you Google the phrase "ugly American," you'll see a picture of a guy in Cuba, a topless guy in Cuba, like in just a pair of shorts and a sombrero on, and holding 2 bottles of rum and like a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah,
and apparently he's the ugly American. He's the quintessential.
Right.
Yeah, and that's. I've seen that, and that's why, like, I remember one time being in Quebec City, going to see a concert with my buddy Drew, going to see King Crimson and Primus, and we were at a bar getting a pitcher of beer, and there was an American there who was trying to buy beer, and he only had American money on him, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we only take Canadian money here," and he goes, "I'm American though," and she's like, "I understand." Yeah. And he was dumbfounded. He's like, "I'm American. Why don't you take American money?" Because Americans are used to be able to spend American money anywhere in the world, right? Yeah. Like if I decide to go to like Jamaica or Mexico or anywhere other side of maybe like a communist country, American money is what you bring because it spends easily anywhere, but not in Canada.
It's both the world's reserve currency and the world's piracy currency.
Yes,
everybody loves it because. It's in other countries other than America, it's not regulated the same way, I think, is the way it is. But if you come to Europe, you'll definitely need to get European coinage of some kind of. If you're trying to
I figured as much.
Yeah.